Last time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Give ourselves an upgrade. Oh, got to it. And there is the final energy tank in the game. We have all 14 energy tanks now. Destroy that. And we have ourselves a Sky Temple key. Sentinel crystals. Modern system designed for use from Dark Ether. Use the Power Bomb expansion. And I think that's every Power Bomb expansion in the game. We've found every single one. And of course we should use another one to get out of here. So yeah, all of the water in the area, and that will allow us to use the boost ball. Missile expansion here. And platforms will open up which one. There's a missile expansion. We're getting so close to having all the missile expansions now. There's also this thing here, the watch drone. Mechanoid watch drone, rogue security mechanoid. In just scan this light field, yeah, the watch drone will move out of the way. While that's happening, we want to use the morph ball stuck in behind it. It's going to be a bit of a maze, so this is the most elaborate sky. And collect ourselves the 7th Sky Temple key. Only 2 more to go. Right, so and there we have it. There's another missile expansion. Just one more. Hello and welcome to the penultimate episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. We're so close to the end I can hardly believe it. There's not much we really actually need to get in Sanctuary Fortress really, just the 2 Sky Temple keys and 1 missile expansion. So I'm not going to jump cut too much, I'm just going to sort of talk as I go along. While I'm at it, I want to sort of demonstrate some particular trivia that I want to go over. So first of all, we're going to be coming into Sanctuary Fortress Temple in just a moment. I should be able to look at this a bit more carefully when I go through it, but yeah. So all the large mech parts around the temple area were supposed to foreshadow Quadraxis in the Dark version. So he was quite heavily foreshadowed. Each sub-guardian in the game is a power-up enhanced version of an enemy. So, for instance, the Bomb Guardian is a large Sand Digger, the Jump and Boost Guardian are now enhanced Hunter Rings, Grapple Guardian is an enhanced Branchler, which we already knew, Spider Guardian enhanced Pillbug, Power Bomb Guardian is an enhanced Spore. But even the big area Guardians are like that, like Quadraxis for instance, who's just a large quad, but the Chica was a large War Wasp, and the Morbis was sort of large Sand Digger in a way. I also mentioned how the Morbis was linked to the Light Suit in some way. And this is the only game that's in the series to feature weapons with limited beam ammo. You'll be happy to hear this wasn't a permanent feature to the game. Some think that the reference of the Morbis might be a reference to A Link to the Past, which also had a boss with worms jumping in and out of sand, which may also be due to the fact that both games feature light and dark world mechanics. What else we got here? Let's scroll down on this page. That's about it. Well, I also wanted to mention as well, Samus Aran's voice actress in this game is Jennifer Hale, who also did the voice of Femme Shepherd in Mass Effect 2. I guess sci-fi series really don't stray too far from each other in that instance, but yeah, Metroid and Mass Effect are connected in some way you might not have expected. Anyway, we are going this way because there is a particular power-up I want to get. Well, it's also the Sky Temple key because there's a door we never went down while we were in here. You can see it right there with the power bomb in front. We go through here Hey, there's a portal to Dark Ether here. So yeah, actually, Jennifer Hale has been in quite a few games. I think about it. She's been in Baldur's Gate. She's been in Metal Gear Solid. She's been in Bioshock Infinite. And that was completely stupid. I forgot there wasn't really multiple sections in this area. Instead, we have Luminous Sentry Pods. So yeah, we only use the spider ball to go through here. So yeah, other things that Jennifer Hale's been in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Overwatch, and there's also not just video games as well. She's also been in, let's see, so she's in the Powerpuff Girls, Legend of Korra, Totally Spies, The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest, Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego. These actresses get around a bit. So I think she might also be Thanos' voice in Smash Brothers too, but in the Zero Suit variation anyway. Anyway, this particular platform, we could have come here ages ago to get the key, and as I said, I didn't want to get any of the keys until we had maximum, until we got all the scans from the Sky Temple. Meanwhile though, we can shoot this now, destroy this, and there's another Sky Temple key. We have 8 of the 9 Sky Temple keys now. So just one more to go. Well, we fell off that, pretty much put us back where we used to go anyway, so. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the light world and return to one of the main hubs. There's an item we still need to get in one of the areas, so I'll see you there. I guess now is as good a time as any to give my thoughts on this game as a whole. I think it's a very good game, for sure, but it does not top the original Metroid Prime for me, even though I did play this game first, so that does is quite interesting the fact that I played the second game first, but the first one is still my favourite. But I think I could appreciate a lot of the design decisions more in the first game than this one. A lot of the areas I think are a bit samey, with the exception of Sanctuary Fortress. And Torvus Bog is really nice for sure, but I feel like the original Prime had a bit more variety in its environments, even if it did reuse many already existing staples. The ammo is a bit of a controversial aspect of this game, and I think for a while I was thinking this might be actually the weakest of the series, but over time I think actually no, this is actually one of the this is actually a lot better than people give it credit for around the time. It's often considered something of a black sheep in the series as a whole, but when you consider it and look at all the decisions made, I think that the last game in the series, which I may still do, I'm thinking of maybe doing an LP of that as well, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway. Yeah, I think Prime 3 in particular has some interesting design decisions which I don't think fully translated over well. Anyway, I want to go to this beam of light here. And there we have ourselves a missile expansion. That's up to 250 missile expansions. So, 250 missiles I should say. Let's go down this teleporter. How are we doing for items now? 99%, so I think the last Sky Temple key should be it, unless I'm thinking of a mistake. There might be another missile expansion that we're missing or something. I may have miscounted all along. Anyway, we're going to be heading back towards the Dark World because we have an area we have yet to explore. So I shall see you there in just a moment. Okay, in the Dark World, we're finally going to go through this route right here. We've got a big gap here. which does have a Dark Visor platform, but we have the screw attack now, so we don't even need to worry about the Dark Visor. So we could have gone through this way all along. This is a big chamber in here. A few inglets in the area. The area seems to be looked off by a big case in the Dark World. Right, so we're going to be making our way downwards now. Oh no! There's an Ing Smasher right here. I think there's a Dark Ing Smasher. If you haven't got the Dark Ing Smasher yet, this is where you can get it. Right, now we've got rid of the shield there. Guys, you say you could come here ages ago. You don't actually necessarily need to come here until the end game, though. And that is the Ing Smasher destroyed. Right, so proceeding onwards, I want to go around this way here. Into this room right here, where we have, looks like an ammo recharge station. There are actually two in Sanctuary Fortress. And this is not a true beam of light here like it is in the light world, so nothing we can do there. We have actually been through all the beams of light that we can use to get items in this game now, so the light suits many requirements have mostly been fulfilled. Come around this way. There is a save point here. There has been all along. I'm not going to take it for now though, because we're still recording, and I want to make sure this episode is at least done to some sort of acceptable manner. So what I want to do next is open this door right here. And there's a lot of stuff here. There's also a darkened crystal here, so I'm going to light that up. In fact, I'm going to use the Annihilator beam on it, because why not? Well, the Annihilator beam's homing in on it, so make of that what you will. And there's a bottomless pit in this room in the Dark World, because of course there is. Right, now we've got back to the power beam. Let's open this door right here. We should have a tube like there is in the light world. Is there anything noticeable in here? Interesting. We're actually going to the Hive entrance, which is an area we haven't really used to be until now. Oh! Here we go! This is one of the things I wanted to scan here! This is the Ing Lava Swarm! Large pack of hunting infants. Swarm is largely harmless. Infants will avoid bright light when possible. Ing Lava travel in swarms for protection. They are weak with no real defences or attacks. The few that make it to adulthood are quite cunning and vicious. So, that is every one of the Ing that we have here. Let's kill these things a bit, get some ammo back. But in terms of logbook wise, we now have 96% scans. In terms of creatures, Dark Ether is still not finished yet, but the Ing section is finished. So that's good. So it's just the Dark Things is finished, it's just Guardians in this particular section that we still need to do. In terms of Ether, that is all the Ether creatures. In terms of research, well, biology I don't think it's ever going to be completed because Ing storage is the... No, Ing storage is finished, never mind. Cocoons is finished. Darklings. Dormant Inkclaw Webbling. I think this is the section that we can't actually finish because of the Ing web trap. Let me just check that. Yeah, that's right. The Ing web trap is the one we didn't manage to get. So yeah, I think that's all the scans you can get apart from the Ing web trap and the final boss segment. So we're going to go through this door right here and finally look at the Hive entrance. And oh wait, there's a beam of light at the end of it. And this is why you need the light suit to finish the game. You cannot get all of the temple keys without the light suit. They made sure of that because of that beam of light towards the end. So you definitely need it in order to be able to finish the game. Which is probably for the best, really. And again, Metroid games are famous for allowing you to break their sequences, so... Unfortunately we can't wall jump up there because only certain walls can be wall jumped off in this game. So we've been around the block a bit now. I say it's time to finally get our last Dark Temple key. Ah no, do not screw attack far enough. Let's try this again. From maximum distance, you might want to hold off a bit in some instances. Anyway, let's go up this way. So now we've got a great view of the Ing Hive entrance now. Some similarities to the Sanctuary's entrance, but hey. Now, let's switch on the Dark Visor, and it should be around here somewhere. Ah, it's over there. Of course it is. That matches up for where it is in the light world, so... Don't do that! Whoops! Okay. Finally managed to screw attack over to the correct place, and now we're on the same platform where we saw the Lumiloth in the light world. So the Ing's Barapod should be here. And here we go to collect our last Sky Temple key. And there it is! Now we can enter the Sky Temple. All Sky Temple keys found. Use the temple to gain entry. But there's still one item missing. Have I been miscalculating the amount of missile expansions there are in this game in this entire time? Right. I need to have a serious look up, see what I'm missing right now. Be right back. Oh my goodness. So we're back in Torvus Bog now, because I think I've completely missed out on something that was here. And I may be having my count on the amount of missile expansions there are in this game wrong all along. There might actually be 50, not 49. And the reason I wanted to go back into the main plaza is because, well, I'm going to come back in this room because I believe there might actually, you needed the gravity boost to access this item all along. Once we defeated these Grenchers, that is. It's going to be a bit annoying. I thought I was done with you guys, but apparently not, because one item was completely missing. Come on. You're standing in the way of this and 100% items. Right, now we're in the water. Let's have a look around. So now we can jump a bit higher. We might be able to access something. If I can find it anywhere. Right. What does the internet say about this thing here? Let's talk to the room. Yeah, okay, right, so we are exactly where we need to be. And where is it? Small ledge, and there's a small ledge we need to grab onto, but we need the gravity boost in order to actually reach it. Well, kind of got a big hunt because this is the room we are currently in. Is it back here maybe? Yeah, here we go. There is the last missile expansion in the game. And we have 100% of all pickups collected. Special ending unlocked. Complete the game to view this ending. Right, that is really important now. So, we finally have all we need. We have everything. We are going back to the Sky Temple to open up and finish this game once and for all. We're going to take the fight to the Ing and save Planet Ether from its curse. I shall see you guys in just a moment. Getting ready to go into the Dark World for the last ever time. So, let's take our journey the usual way. We have been down this route before to see the Sky Temple entrance in the first place. It's been a long journey to get to this point, but it's very nearly over. All these Ing terrorizing the Luminoth for centuries. The Luminoth could not win against the Ing. Yet, we may be able to just yet. This dark shadow of the planet Ether. What started as a simple mission of investigation turned into a full-on alien race salvation mission, where he fought on behalf of the Luminoth to give the Luminoth another chance to live against the perilous Ing. We learned that a phasing meteor was responsible for this entire predicament. And now we stand with a chance to be able to finish it all. It's been a long and arduous journey. Many highs, many lows, many difficult moments, which were nerfed in the Wii version, but so well. But at last, we have acquired all 9 Sky Temple keys and are able to open the way. You may remember in the Light World, by the way, there was a portal there, but it's covered up by Phazon. There's one portal we may never yet get to access in the game. So, it's finally time. Let's enter the Sky Temple. All Sky Temple keys have been returned. You can now enter the Sky Temple. Good thing we have the light suit, eh? Let's go in to the Sky Temple. Wow, that was the last bit of energy keeping Dark Ether alive, sustained by the energy controller we see right here. But something came down and took it with them. You may also notice something. This room is an upside down version of the Great Temple. Curious how things pan out, eh? To progress onwards, we need to jump up onto these platforms right here. And there is a save point. That will recharge us going forward for the next task ahead. In the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, it's going to be the finale. We're going to take back Planet Ether for the Luminoff. Save this planet once and for all. A great challenge awaits us, and we must be surely prepared for it. I'm probably going to off-screen recharge all my ammo for this because we're going to need it all. So, see you guys for the last time in the next part for the finale. Goodbye.